I'm a huge fan of a good Japanese delinquent high school series before bed because I'm a huge fan of crime and violence. A classic punch to the stomach, cough up blood, really gets me to relax before I sleep. And I would like to talk about my favorite series. This one goes out to all my anime profile pic comments. Anyways, Tokyo Revengers lacks what a-bout has an abundance of, which is real teenage shit. The comic starts with a very intimate look into the main character and his personality and morals as he takes a poopy. We have some lame ass getting mugged by these cool delinquents and they accidentally open the toilet door twice. From his reaction and really the first less than 12 pages of the comic, we get everything we need to know about the main character, except his name. He's dumb, super strong, interested in himself only, and very much a main character that will have a very hard time succeeding in being one. You know what you're in for when you get the classic delinquent high school hierarchy, and they're drawn so serious and tough, and you almost believe it for a second until the next fourth wall break happens. And there's gonna be a fight, of course, but more importantly, we get stats. I love stats in Japanese comics. We also get a wonderful look into the main character's stats and his special skills, which are, believe it or not, everything. He even gives the possible supporting character his favorite photo for his data book. And this gag reveals to everyone he is the guy who beat up the bald dude's wimp brother. However, this isn't enough of a main character moment, for the main character. And then he gets punched in the face and nose holes. His new buddy, who will not be the narrator character, helps out. And the other guy, damn it, I'm not a review channel. The other guy, Sunohara, gets a lousy roundhouse kick in and he gets all the cred from his minions. Well, meanwhile, Asagiri goes back to the graduate student and we see him be all cool and main character-like when he beats the crap out of him and God, I love violence. He even does that, whatever, no biggie, cool guy pose. But he still has tummy problems and main character syndrome. But he is a main character. Toilet scene. Asakiri goes to save some other supporting character looking dude, probably to fix his rep, and he doesn't get punched. He lets himself be punched, and I believe that because...
Let me see what you have!
No! So Masaki is crazy and they send a whole classroom after him and the main character is like, don't mind me then. Bam! I love this whole duality of his character he keeps up throughout the comic. And the pattern, Asagiri acts lame or misunderstands, he does something cool, then fourth wall break followed by everyone else misunderstanding or him fucking up again. The comic doesn't let itself be serious for more than 3 pages and this never gets old. So Asagiri saves Masaki and the supporting cast now has the addition of Minion number 2. The other possible supporting character offers Asagiri to join in, but he says no, so they fight again. Super cool, but Noseholes gets hurt. And Asagiri gets thrown off a fucking building. And Sunohara would have gone away with it had it not been for a pesky third year who, is strong because he has goggles. Guess who else has goggles? Yes, Naruto. So he does a cool kick that sends Asagiri flying unconscious, and we get the first taste of the main conflict, which I'm not gonna talk a-bout. That's the name of the series. Whatever, go watch Super Eye Patch Wolf if you want someone going deep into stupid weeb comics. Plus, we get to my favorite part that made me fall in love with the series. The jambalaya scene. Well, the first jambalaya scene. This shows how out of touch and self-important the main character is, which is hilarious with how he has to see the part-time chef of a family restaurant, which is like, I guess, a not so fancy sit-down place. So he gets the part-time chef to compliment him in a whole follow your dreams speech. The scene also shows how even cool, mysterious Masaki is not cool at all, stealing salad and shit. And then we have the former anime Kai, the guy who got his brother beat up, do the exact same thing, which is so human, so actually adorable. And then Asagiri gets hit by a truck. It's actually a really sweet fight scene, pretty intense, with a really cool moment of Masaki showing his friendship with Asagiri. When he gets kicked down and he's like, I'm leaving this to you. And Sashita showing his guns. He's also a rock star, believe it or not. Well, was. And this is another thing I like. During fights, we have usually Masaki and Sunohara say some cliche shonen character shit, that relates to the plot, and we know it does. And Asagiri is completely breaking this trope. Anyway, Sunohara joins as disciple. And of course, after an intense fight, we have some character bonding time, but it's hilariously different from what you'd expect because the characters have such different personalities. And then there's the final main supporting character, cute toilet scene, Diamante. Cute jambalaya scene, this is my favorite series. I love a-bout because in a lot of those delinquent gang whatever comics like Tokyo Revengers, none of the characters feel like teenagers. They can absolutely just be adult men. Sure, some characters will be more mature than others, but I want to see them do stupid teenage shit. I know the atmosphere of the two is different and Tokyo Revengers is very high stakes, while a-bout is a comedy where we really get the angsty plot bits by volume 6. This comic switches between atmospheres so well. The comedy bits like Sashita is missing because he stayed with the judo fight, and that's why this Onigiri, an actual reoccurring character, is in the cool pose scene instead of him. It's very creative, and that's what made Chainsaw Man great for me too. You had these changes in mood. A generally angsty comic had moments like this, and it made it so much realer and so much better. The characters also all have unique traits, and we have these contrasting, very typical shonen characters, and then, the rest and the main character. The story is good and the gags are better. I recommend it because it's my favorite. Okay, no further weeb topics. Thank you.